Good morning, students. We are going to start our new chapter, that is the tissue. In the previous chapter, we have done the cell. What is the cell? That is the fundamental unit of life. There are the two types of the organism we have done in the previous chapter, that is the unicellular organisms and the multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms are made up of the single cell, but the multicellular organisms are made up of the number of cells. Then these cells are joined together to convert into the tissues. Then these tissues are converted into the organs and then organ systems. Then what are the tissues? When the common functioning of the cells are joined together, they are converted into the tissues. Tissues, then group of the cells are the similar structure and origin and perform the similar function. They are called the tissues. The tissues are of the two types of the tissues are present. There are animal and the plant tissues. Plants and animals are made up of both from the tissues, but they are both are having the different types of the tissues, because in the plants and animals both are different from the each other. What are the difference between the plants and animals? Animals are showing the locomotion, but plants are fixed. In the animals, they are heterotrophic in the nature, but the plants are autotrophic in nature. So both are having the different types of the tissues which are present there. Plants and animals, plants having the 3 types of the tissues and the animals having the 4 types of the tissues. Plants having ground, dermal and the vascular tissue, but animals having the epithelial, connective, muscles and the bone tissues. There is a difference between the plant and the animal tissue. We can say firstly movement. They are stationary. Plants are stationary, but animals are not stationary. Types of the cell. Plants having the composed of the plant cells, but animals are the composed of the animal cells. Life of the cells. In the plant tissues, animal cell need large sportive tissue consists of the dead cells, but in animal cells they are consuming continuously energy. How their growth? The plant tissue growth pattern is the non-uniform, but animal tissues growth is the uniform. Demarcation of the dividing and the non-dividing region of the growth. Plants can, if any part of the plant is cut off, then they are regrow. But in animal, if any body part is cut off, they can't grow again. There are some exceptions like the tail of the lizard. They are the exception, okay, and the arm of the starfish. They are the exceptions in the animal tissue. Structure and organization. Plant tissues are simpler, but the animal tissues are the more specialized, localized, because plant tissue are simple because their functioning are simple. In the animal tissue, their functioning is not simple because they are doing mainly, but their organ system are present which are performing different type of functions in your body. Photosynthetic ability. Plants are having the photosynthetic ability, but the animals are not having any photosynthetic ability. Firstly, we are going to discuss the plant tissue. Plant tissue is of the two types, meristematic tissue and the permanent tissue. What are the meristematic tissue? They are capable of the cell division, but in the permanent tissues, they are incapable of the cell division. Meristematic tissue, in this diagram I am not showing you, but meristematic tissue is further of the 3 types, that is the apical meristem, intercalary meristem and the lateral meristem. Permanent tissue, they are of the 2 types, simple permanent tissue and the complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue composed of the single type of the cells, but in the complex tissues composed of the more than one type of the cell. Simple permanent tissue is further of the 3 types, that is the parenchyma, collenchyma and the sclerenchyma. Complex permanent tissue is further of the 2 types, xylem and phloem. Firstly, we can discuss the meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue, what we are discussed, there is a capability of the cell division. Power to divide the new cells, increase the length and the width of the plant. New cells are producing time by time. Characteristics, they are active in nature. The cytoplasm having dense, thin cellulose cell wall, prominent nuclei, but lack of the vacuoles are there. Then there are types of the meristematic tissue. First is the apical meristem, present at the tip of the root and the shoot. Function is that increase the length of the plant. Then intercalary meristem at the base of the internodes. Increase the length of the organ like leaves and the internodes. Internodes, you all see the sugar cane. There is part of the two parts of the sugar cane divided by a just like a joint, that is the nodes and the internodes. Lateral meristem bound by the woody trees and the plants, that is also lateral meristem increase the girth of the plant. We can say the girth of the plant is increased by the lateral meristem. The location of the precork cambium bound by the bark. Vascular cambium function increase the diameter and the girth, we can say the secondary growth of the plant. Next is the permanent tissues. Permanent tissues are comes from the meristematic tissue and are matured, made of the dead cells and have lost the power to divide, have a definite shape, size, function and may be dead or living. The process which cells arise from the meristematic tissue take up a permanent shape, size and function called the differentiation. Permanent tissues are further of the two types, that is the simple permanent tissue, complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue is further three types: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Complex permanent tissue, xylem and phloem. Firstly, parenchyma. Parenchyma is the basic packaging of the tissue. Parenchyma is helping in the, what is the function of the parenchyma? Parenchyma help in the storage of the food and provide the support to the plant. So, parenchyma is found in the stem and the roots of the plant and store water and the nutrient. Parenchyma is also further of the two types, chlorenchyma and the arenchyma. Chlorenchyma is the dead tissue that contains the chloroplast. Hence, that is the aid in the photosynthesis, that is doing the photosynthesis. Arenchyma, which is having the intercellular spaces found in especially in the aquatic plants. So, they are providing the buoyancy to the aquatic plants to float in the water. What is the meaning of the buoyancy? To keep the plant parts upright on the water. Next is the collenchyma. The collenchyma tissue that consists the living elongated cells. The corner of the cells are irregular, thick and the intercellular spaces are absent. Collenchyma stem present below the epidermis in the stem and the leaf stalks. It gives the flexibility to the plant parts and provide the mechanical strength, support the plants. How can you see the plants are the flexible? During the storms, the hard part of the plant fell down, that is the breakdown, but the green part of the plant that never break down because there is a presence of the collenchyma. Then they are providing the flexibility to the plant. Then next is the sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma, thick dead cells are present there and the narrow cells. There is a deposition of the lignin present there. So sclerenchyma is found in the covering of the seeds and the nuts and the presence in the husk of the coconut. Firstly is the parenchyma. Sometimes their question is arising that what are the functioning of the parenchyma, chlorenchyma, arenchyma, collenchyma and the sclerenchyma. Functioning of the parenchyma, storage of the food. Functioning of the chlorenchyma, contains the chloroplast. Functioning of the arenchyma, that is providing the buoyancy to the aquatic plants. Functioning of the collenchyma, that is helping in the mechanical support and the flexibility to the plants. And sclerenchyma, hard covering of the seeds and the husk of the coconut is made up by the sclerenchyma. There are presence of the protective layers in the plants. What are the protective layers? The outer covering, mainly the outer covering help in the protection. Then there are the three types of the protective layers are present in the plants. That is the epidermis, cork and bark. Epidermis, single layer parenchymatic cells covered all the aerial parts of the plant called the epidermis. Most epidermis are relatively flat, thicker than the inner balls. They are baxy. What is the meaning of the baxy? Reason behind the baxy, they are providing the water resistance to the plant so that more water loss from the water surface. They are also helping in the avoid from the mechanical injury and invasion of the parasitic fungi so that the fungi can't stay there. Then epidermal cells with the root hair help in the absorption of water from the soil. Root hairs increase the absorptive water surface. Desert plants having a thick coating over the epidermis thick is known as the cutin. What are the stomata? Next are the stomata. Stomata are the small pores seen on the epidermis of the leaf. They help in the regulation of the water and the gases in the plants. They are enclosed by the two kidney shaped cells. They are called the guard cells. Cork and bark. Cork is the region of the plant show the several layer of the thick cork or bark cells. Cork or bark cells are formed from the secondary meristem. Cork cells are dead, compactly arranged without intercellular spaces. There are no space between the cork cells. You can see in the diagram also. There is a present chemical called the suberin. The next topic we are going to do in the next video. Thank you and have a nice day.